now and then I have a situation that reminds me why I need to keep talking on social media. So I had a patient that came in the other week in a bit of a sticky situation because they still were led to believe one of those old wives' tales that does catch a lot of people out. You might have heard it too. You can't get pregnant on your period. Well, it's mostly true, except for when it's not. And just like her, you can be caught out, especially if you're at the beginning of your period and you have unprotected sex. Then you might think that you're protected from pregnancy when you're not, especially if you're at the end of your period, you've got very light bleeding, you have unprotected sex, when you think your period should be finishing soon. Well, actually, you may not be protected from pregnancy at that time. The pregnancy risk depends on when you ovulate. And in a short cycle, like if your cycles last 21 to 24 days, you can ovulate as soon as your bleeding stops, and sperm can survive in the reproductive tract for up to 5 days. So if you have sex at the end of a bleed, that can still line up with ovulation a few days later. And also, not all bleeding means that you're truly having a period. You can have some spotting around ovulation. So you might think that you're having your period, for example, if you have irregular cycles, and think you're in that safe time when actually you're not. And yeah, irregular cycles do make it even harder. If your cycle is jumping around, then that safe window when you don't think you can become pregnant moves around too. And so counting the days of your periods can become quite unreliable. So if you want to avoid pregnancy, I would obviously advise that you use effective contraception every time that you have penis and vagina sex, whether you are bleeding or not. And if you are trying to conceive, then remember that fertile days might actually sit earlier or later than that textbook mid-cycle time. So that's why you should be practicing regular intercourse every 2 to 3 days throughout the month if you're trying to get pregnant. And that means you're going to catch the egg whenever it gets released. So the bottom line is bleeding means a lower chances of pregnancy, but not no chance of pregnancy at all. So if your period is late, take a pregnancy test and speak to your clinician. And if you feel like you need access to better contraception, don't wait until it's too late or rely on just counting the days of your period. So did you believe this old wives' tale that you can't get pregnant when you're on your period?